What's good, people? This is Fallback Digital, and we back here with another one. And this one right here is a good one because this one she gets quickly confronted, and she doesn't like it, and she shows the attitude. That's how you know the lies are there. She try to put out a lie, and this is leftist news. Don't get it twisted. Like, this news corporation sides with the Democrats, but for some reason, this anchor or this news correspondent, whatever you want to call this lady, she comes out and corrects Nancy Pelosi. Yo, check this joint out right here. But but mind you, we gonna watch the whole thing because I was gonna just do the clip, but we gonna watch the whole thing, man. So let's go.
Let me ask you about what we're seeing on college campuses across the country. We just started the show with what we're seeing on Columbia. The university wants the protests to move. They're not moving. There are plans apparently in place to disrupt the convention, which happens to be in Chicago this year. And people are saying this could feel a lot like 1968. In 1968, Nixon won on the back of this idea that the Democrats were chaotic and lawless. And he used those protests to his advantage. Do you worry about what the protests could do to the Democrats' chances of
See, history repeats itself. She just mentioned it.
for re-election?
Well, let me just say, first of all, we respect the great tradition in our country of protest, freedom of speech and advocacy. And on college campuses, this has been a strong force. We also reject anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. We all remember Trump's Muslim ban of people coming into the country.
BS, man. This is BS. Trump did not ban no Muslims, man. He just was banning ones who was coming in illegally. All illegals can't come in, guys. All illegals cannot come in. So please do not listen to what this lady is saying. She is lying, man. We don't mind you coming here. Just come in here legally.
What that provoked in our country. So it's about freedom of expression. It's about order. So people have a right to protest, but we have to do it in a way that is safe. And each of these campuses has their own rules, and people should respect the rules as they enjoy the freedom to participate. In terms of the convention in Chicago, I was at that convention in 1968. My brother was the mayor of Baltimore at the time, Thomas D'Alessandro, and we all went with him to the convention. He was a big supporter of Bobby Kennedy, the real Bobby Kennedy, and he was heartbroken because
Yo, you see how she just disrespected Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the real Bobby Kennedy. Yo, this lady is disrespectful, man. He is the junior of Bobby Kennedy. Why are you gonna just be on some, the real? They not even giving this guy Secret Service or security while he's running, and he's a political figure. He's not just running for president. He's a political figure with no security. His whole Democratic Party went against him. That's why Robert F. K. Jr. is an independent. Let's keep it going.
because Bobby had just been assassinated. And I had two roles. I mean, I was there with the delegation, but I was also in the park with the protesters. And you could see the provocation on both sides of it. Again, for Chicago, if they think that it's persuasive to come and disrupt the convention, I don't know who they're persuading. And again, as you said so clearly, so Richard Nixon won, and then when there was protest over the Iraq War, George Bush won. Now, again, not as violent as what happened in Chicago. So we just have to respect dissension and also respect order and safety for our people.
How does President Biden address it to calm?
Like how you supposed to do all that, right? How you supposed to focus in school when your country is committing genocide in another country? When we paying for the genocide and y'all taxing us for the genocide, y'all taking the money, taking it over to Ukraine, committing wars, war crimes, going to Israel, war crimes, and things of that nature. Like how people are supposed to focus in school when you're putting all this news and noise in everybody's face and ear. It's a worldwide thing, and we don't want it. It's 2024, and like this lady said, this is going back to 1968. We going back in time. This is ridiculous, guys. Like, just think about it. Just think about it. And this lady, look, you could tell she's young, and look at her face. You could tell she's not feeling Nancy Pelosi right now. I could feel her energy, even though this station supports the Democrats. But let's keep going.
Things down to make sure that there isn't a melee outside of the convention, something that could hurt his chances for re-election. Can the White House do that? Is there a way to reach the protesters who are demanding the war in Israel stop? They're demanding that U.S. stop funding Israel.
Well, there are different elements of the protest.
That's true.
I keep saying to them, what do you think about Hamas as a terrorist organization? That's how our country regards them. What do you think about the protesters? You don't hear too much about that, but they have a legitimate concern about the humanitarian disaster that is happening. And
the reason why we have a humanitarian concern is because if you go back and you read the books and you go back and you see the interviews and everything, these people do not hide what they are doing. They tell you in your face, except that time goes by and they automatically knowing you're going to forget. Now, Netanyahu, whatever you want to mention this guy created Hamas. You can go look it up, type it in. This is the information age, all right? This is why the Democrats are going down, is because us people, we are investigating and we going back and we bringing up what they did in the past and what they said in the past, and we bring it up now to let them know they are full of crap. All right? Let's get back to the video.
in Gaza, President Biden is a strong supporter, as am I, of Israel. But he also has been, for a long time, as many of us have been, a strong supporter of a two-state solution, respectful of
BS, because if it was respectful, you would not give them war money to commit war crimes. All right? You're giving them money to commit crimes against another group of people that don't have the military funds, money, food, things of that nature to combat so-called Hamas or the Israel forces. And y'all also using the people as shields and they getting killed. It's crazy. It's crazy.
the needs and aspirations of the Palestinian people. He's also been the strongest advocate for humanitarian assistance to the Palestinians, which was resisted by many in the House of Representatives on the Republican side.
Lies. Because the Republican side passed a bill for aid. Come on, guys. Are y'all going to go for this? Michael Johnson, the House Speaker, passed the bill. That's why the Republicans are mad at him. Because he passed the bill, and I understand why he did that. But a lot of people is not understand that neither. I don't understand it neither, but I can't argue with this, man, because it's other going against other. Now, I mean, they're going against each other, man. You don't see this all the time, but it's going on in history. You know what I'm saying? This is how you know that it's a lot of foolery going on. This is how you know that racism shouldn't be a factor. They getting at everybody. White, black, Spanish, all race, they coming at right now. To gain their power, to take back their power. So
he has been their champion, but for some reason, and I don't know what the motivation is, they decided Genocide Joe, this or that. And so that makes me question some of the motivation of some of them. Mostly it's spontaneous.
How is it questioned? I'm sorry, guys. I know I keep pressing it after every few minutes, but How, yo, dogs? He is Genocide Joe. Is he, yo? If you listen, if you taking American people's tax-earned dollars and you sending it over to Ukraine, Ukraine is a corrupt government. Everybody knows that. It's in books, it's in movies, everything. Most corrupted, sex trafficking, everything is involved with Ukraine in regards to that. Then you go over there to Israel. Israel is, and listen, not just the military and the government, even the people are disrespectful to the Palestinian people who was originally from there, who let them over there for refuge. But then again, tables turned around and they going against the Palestinian people like it's Nazi Germany all over again. Are you freaking kidding me? And we supporting it. The reason why I say we is because we are Americans and we are here working our behinds off while they taxing us to go fund wars and things of that nature and giving us the bill. The inflation bill, the high gas bill, the high food bill. Everything is up because of these Democrats. And they trying to blame it all on Trump. And it's not Trump. It's the Democrats. AKA the Democrats.
Yes, it's organic, it's sincere, and it's to be respected. But it also has to not be anti-Semitic or anti-Israel, which could be interpreted that way. They have a right to criticize Israel, as we all do, but we also have a right to be safe as we do so.
I want to ask you about...
Listen, Israel's about the safest nation in the Middle East. One little mistake happens, one little rebellious thing happens, and the Palestinian people been bombed and bullied ever since October 7th. They didn't get another bang bang the way Israel's been going on. Israel been bombing these people constantly. These people don't have bombs and military arms the way the Israel forces has. Now, a lot of people don't understand is that these people are in the outside prison. Outside prison, go look it up. Palestinian people's in the outside prison. Who are the occupiers? The Israel. Who are the people that's in power, imprisoning these people on the outside? You know, it's the Israel forces. But they keep pointing the finger like Hamas is the main thing. No, you can see it. It's all over the social media, everything. The Israel people are devils, man. The way they treating the Palestinian people, they taking their houses, they kicking them out, everything. It's all online. Don't just take my word for it. It's all online. Go look it up, all right? It's disgusting.
Former President Donald Trump running for re-election again. Mitch McConnell was on Meet the Press over the weekend saying he stood by what he said about January 6th, stood by his vote for acquittal in the Senate on the trial. He believes Donald Trump's responsible for January 6th, but he also says he's going to support the nominee for president, which is going to be Donald Trump. He thinks Joe Biden is too dangerous. And then Bill Barr is kind of doing the same thing. He was on CNN on Friday and he was asked about this immunity argument that Donald Trump's lawyers are making, that anything he does can be considered, or a president does can be considered an official act, even if that means assassinating an opponent. Let me just play a little bit of what Bill Barr said about what he believes Donald Trump would not do if he were elected again.
After this video, your life is never going to be the same. So I need you to stop whatever.
I remember him being very mad about that. I actually don't remember him saying executing, but I wouldn't dispute it. I mean, it doesn't sound. The president would lose his temper and say things like that. I doubt he would have actually carried it out. That's my feeling, having worked for him and seen him in action. I don't think he would actually go and kill political rivals and things like that.
Of course not. The whole United States know he's not doing that because we already had this man as a president for 4 years. The Democrats is going to try to make you forget that we had Trump as president for 4 years, and it was a good 4 years. A lot of people don't even know, even though COVID was involved, we know Trump had no involvement in that. He tried to help us with that, but not knowing that the CDC was in cahoots with the Democrats to try to take over his presidency and to gain power. With all the shutdowns and all the things that went down, which that's what had happened. The Democrats had more power than Trump during his 4 years as president, even though he still passed good policies and good laws during his presidency. And they did create that C-19 pandemic when all this was going on. You understand that? A lot of people don't know that was the Democrats. That was their doing. That was their doing in regards to the C-19 pandemic. All right? Everybody knows that. This is why they try to make him look bad during his 4 years of president because of the so-called C-19, when we all know Fauci is cahoots with the Democrats, the BGs, and all that. All right, if you know who BG, you know. If you know, you know. I don't like saying that dude's name, but you know what I'm talking about. Bad guy BG. Let's go.
He says he would hear Donald Trump say, you know, have someone executed, I guess more than once, he says in that interview, but he doesn't believe that he would ever do that. Do you think that that's, from your experience with Donald Trump, do you think it's obviously different from his experience, rational?
Well, what do we care what Bill Barr says? What we care about is what the candidate for president of the United States,
which is Trump, baby,
says, and he says it with great bravado. He even says, if you beat up if you beat up the press, I will pay for your legal fees.
Now, when that was said, bring up the footage. You know the news people could do that all the time. Why you ain't bringing up the footage? Like, hey, bring it up. It's full of crap.
So again, those who care about the Constitution and who have studied all this have said, how can you say that a president can commit an illegal act and not be accountable for it?
Listen, this woman made so many illegal acts and she's not held accountable for it. She does insider trading. She commits insider trading. This lady is worth almost $300 million with a salary of $200,000 a year. That doesn't make no sense, guys, because she is a government official. She gets all of the what? The inside information of the stocks. Her and her husband. They was questioning her and her husband. All right? Now, is she going to jail for that? No. This lady is like a little Bernie Madoff or whatever like that. Insider trading, like this for real. Like, go look it up. It was all over the news. It was all over the internet. Everybody knows this. But look how she just pointing at the finger at somebody else when somebody else do something wrong. You need to point them fingers at yourself, lady. You committing insider trading. Yeah, you committing crimes on stocks and bonds and trading and things of that nature. It's crazy.
Because he's no longer president. Person could do whatever he wants to do and resign. And then he's free off the hook. So this is really, I mean, if this court doesn't rule in the right way, we have real concerns about our democracy and the three branches of government. And we have to take a look at term limits for the courts or something, but that's neither here nor there. Right now, it isn't what Bill Barr's interpretation is of if he thought he heard it or didn't hear it. What it's important is what Donald Trump has said. Donald Trump is a great threat to our democracy.
She talking about we need limits on court. We need limits on your position, lady. You've been there too long. You got to go. Your brain, like, you too far from reality. Like, you need to go, lady, for real. You talking about, oh yeah, it needs to be limits, but here or there or whatever, and then try to pass it up real quick. Like, it's crazy.
Democracy. What is a democracy? What are the pillars? What are the pillars? A free and independent press, to tell the story.
And you hear that, a free independent press. No, a lot of people don't know the Democrats got the press under the wing. They got the press in their pocket. They got them in their pocket. That's why I'm surprised what's about to happen in the next few minutes.
Of what's going on, to keep everybody informed of what people are saying and doing. That transparency is essential.
Yes, it's essential, but it is not going on. You got fact checkers, right? Like, say the press, right? They put out the press put out news, right? I put out the same news that MSNBC might say, or CNN or Fox might say, and I put it out. Guess what? The fact checkers come out and fact check the news people on social media. That's how you know when the truth comes out. They don't want the truth spreading like wildfire on social media, because it gets way over past the masses than where these news channels get to. Because, for real, like, I don't understand how, if the news could put it out, why I can't put it out myself. It's free press, right? Like, it's just crazy.
An independent judiciary, when they're practically threatening on TV exposure of jurors in a trial of the president, or
yeah, right. That's your people's doings. Trump can't do that. He don't know these people. Y'all bring these people into the court and the jurors and everything. They're the ones that don't feel safe because of the migrants. They don't feel safe because of the crime and all that. They don't feel safe all across the board. They don't even feel safe being a juror because of your democratic policies. And
any trial and any of that. What is an independent judiciary? Is about free and fair elections, and what do they do but suppress the vote?
And who does that? Everybody knows that's the Democrats' way of doing things. A lot of people don't know the Democrats have their hand in a whole lot of things, man. They got their hands in the news media. They got their hands in celebrities. They got their hands in the voting booths, the Dominions and all that. I'm telling you, it is crazy. Like, that's why I don't understand why the Democrats the Republicans don't got power at all. The only power I'm seeing right now is if Trump get back in office. That's it. That's the only power I see. Other than that, the Republicans don't got no power of the press, celebrities, anything. But let's keep it going.
So there's nothing in his performance, if that's the word we'll use, what he has done, that would indicate that he cares, prioritizes, or ever valued or did anything to support a democracy. And now, on the ballot.
Now, let me just say this one time, because a lot of people get confused about democracy, because these people right here be lying, all right? Democracy means corporations over people, okay? Corporations over people, which has been going on for quite some time now, so the people is kind of used to it. But at the same time, tell the people the truth. Democracy means corporations over people. This is why corporations get bailed out and not the people. Okay? Now, this is the United States Republic is for the people. United States democracy is for corporations. All right? That's my definition, and I'm running with it. You can go look it up, do your own research. All right? Let's get back to the video.
Saying he should have immunity from whatever he might do. I mean, really, I have sympathy and respect for everybody who votes. I'm glad people vote. I know some of them will always reject those of us who may look different to them in leadership or the rest, and that's that. But there are those who have real legitimate concerns about immigration, globalization, innovation, and what does that mean for their job and their family's future? And we have to address those concerns. And Joe Biden is doing that. Created 9 million jobs.
How he's addressing that when this dude don't even he don't even answer questions. He don't answer no questions. The media, everybody be trying to ask questions. He be right out the door, quick, fast. While you got Trump, who is not a sitting president, taking questions, sitting with the people, talking to the people. Come on, guys. I know you're not going to let this woman right here fool y'all. Please.
In his term in office, Donald Trump has the worst record of job loss of any president.
All right, get ready for this. I was surprised about this, guys. Let me bring this back a little bit because I was so surprised that this woman came at Nancy like this because I did see this. All right, I just wanted y'all to see this because I was like, whoa, this is amazing. This is the most amazing part right here because you see the frustration.
Their job and their family's future, and we have to address those concerns. And Joe Biden is doing that. Created 9 million jobs in his term in office.
Yeah, right.
Donald Trump has the worst record of job loss of any president. So we just have to make sure people know.
That was a global pandemic.
He had the worst record of any president.
You see that, right? That lady put her in her place. Yeah, he has the worst job record because it was a shutdown, lady. It was a pandemic. It was C-19. What you expect? Nobody was working. Everybody was at home. Yo, I swear they expect you to forget everything, yo. They really believe us people like we so stupid. The Democrats think the people is so stupid, yo. We gotta let them know we not stupid. We gotta let them know it's Trump 2024, baby. We gotta let them know who's boss. They is not the boss. They not the boss.
Had other concerns in our country. If you want to be an apologist for Donald Trump, that may be your role, but it ain't mine. And
I
he
don't
has
think
the
that
worst.
anybody can accuse me of that.
But let me just say, as a Speaker of the House, we put forth a $3 trillion bill. $3 trillion of investment in communities and the rest, and that stimulates the economy.
I just want to ask one more question. This one's on Speaker Mike Johnson. There's talk about a motion to vacate. If there is one, would you vote to help him save his seat?
I will I'll take my lead from Hakeem Jeffries, our great leader.
Hakeem Jeffries. If you don't know who this man is, this guy is a clone of Obama, yo. This dude is a damn clone. If you look at the way he speaks, the way he moves his arms when he talk, he studied Obama 1,000%. I do not trust him. I don't trust nobody in the Democratic Party anymore. No more. Everything that they have been doing has come to light. They are a bunch of liars, and yeah, that's it. I'm done with them.
He was so masterful in how he did what he had to do in order for us to get this vote for Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan, all the elements of that legislation. So he's our leader, and he will make a determination. Question is, how does the Speaker, in addition to passing the bill, and I've given him credit, and I've gotten criticized for giving him credit, how does he honor the commitments that are involved there? But as I said, I'll leave that up to our Hakeem Jeffries, who's a magnificent new leader in our party, and he will give us his guidance on that.
Represents Brooklyn. Madam Speaker, thank you.
I was in Brooklyn with him last night.
I was in Brooklyn with him last night. Yeah, you're not getting the black vote from us just because of your little saying that Hakeem Jeffries is from Brooklyn and you was with him in Brooklyn. Come on, guys. Whoever falls for that nonsense, man, come on, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. We're going to get smarter than that. You understand? You understand me? Come on, guys. Like, come on. We going to have to wake up and not, come on. We supposedly vote these people in, and you see what they do, right? You see what they do? They are full of crap. Literally. I went in writing. All this talk, they full of crap, man. But yo, let me know in the comments below. Alright, I need to know what y'all think. I need to know. Y'all rocking with this lady right here? Y'all believe this lady right here in regards to Biden and all that? Or you Trump 2024? Alright? A lot of people don't see it because they in their room all day. They don't come outside. They don't go listen to real news. Alright? And that's just what it is, man. Like, and you saw that part when the lady confronted her. She said, Trump has the most job loss ever than any president. Then she said, it was a pandemic. And then she came out with the hand like, it's true, lady. It was a pandemic. So you can't say it was a pandemic. It was. That's why it wasn't no job growth. The Democrats shut down the whole economy when Trump was in office. And that was through C-19 and the shutdown. With that being said, let me know in the comments below what you think. Let me know, alright, on how you feel about what she said in regards to the, Trump is the, we already know. It was because of C-19 and you think people are stupid, like we don't, like we don't know, alright? We know it was C-19 and that's why it wasn't no job growth because it was shut down by the Democrats, alright? That's all I'm going to say. Please, if you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know every time I drop a new video. Thanks for watching, folks. See you in the next reaction video. Peace.